Hello and welcome to the Cowboy for Game Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. I'm your host Jake. Today I'm joined by Bragg from Braggio.
Hello.
I don't know what that is. And Ben from Nolan TCG.
Jake's N1 might be loud.
How was our week in Yu-Gi-Oh? Let's start with Ben.
My week in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
So I played locals on Tuesday. Things went quite well. I actually quite like that build of Malice specifically. Mm-hmm. The post-ban list, you're not really doing a whole bunch of different things. You're just trying to do the one thing very consistently. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I quite enjoyed that.
We, post-ban list, we've gone very different directions with our Malice builds, which I'll get into shortly.
I simplified it right down, and it worked really well for me.
I did not.
One of these is logical.
So that was fine. Today we roll into Sneak Peek for Sealed that stopped being sealed once a bunch of people who don't regularly attend our locals decided we don't want to do it.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me, but...
Yeah, so we played Constructed. I got hit with every hand trap under the sun, which was great. The times when I didn't get hand trapped, I opened unplayable, so it was great. Opened 2 boxes of the new set. Not great. My first box was... I got a QCR, so I had enough value to sell the cards out of it and then be like, time for another box. The other box, I at least got the Link 5. I think I got like the Link 5, one of the fucking, whatchamacallit?
Spells?
You had one of the Regenesis spells, I remember that.
Yeah, I got that from the first box.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I got the Link 5. I got fucking Star Rising on both boxes.
Great. Love
And
that.
then my other fucking...
2 playsets.
Oh, the Dragon Ruler. I got a Dragon Ruler. Can't remember which one, but I got a Dragon Ruler. And that was the extent of my day. I played a format I didn't want to play. Was miserable. Probably should have just entered... I should probably just gone there, bought a box or 2, opened them, and left.
That's what I did.
Yeah, it would have been... I would have had more fun doing that. Anyway.
Bragg.
Locals, so I will not be on the 60-card version of Odeon from henceforth, because as I thought I telegraphed that I wasn't going to like it, I don't like it. Well, the problem is, as well as like sleeves, like 60-card sleeve packs.
It's very annoying.
We need 100 and or 80. I think we can do 80. Will be fine. 80.
80s get away.
Yeah, 80 is fine because then you just have a different for the different for extra deck.
Or you buy OCG art sleeves, and they're 100 pack.
Yeah, but then you got to get this. Then you got to get 100 over sleeves.
Yeah, then you buy in 2 boxes.
Yeah, which then
But if you buy
different
3 boxes, that's 180.
That's mad.
That's enough for 2 decks.
You can do a 60-card Odeon mirror.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. I'm gonna try and whittle it back down to 40. Maybe just run less cash package. I'm even thinking just less of all of it. Just cut everything down to 1 or 2 and just go, oh, this is how you would play with a ban list. Not that any of these cards be banned. Or I completely ditch it. We'll find out.
On the next episode.
Yeah, today I went in, bought a box, pulled all the Diablo Star stuff, hint hint. And yeah, well, pulled. Also, traded with you.
Yeah.
Did you get any more of the sword?
No, I haven't collected any more sword, but like give it another week and people will probably sell it to me for like a can of Pepsi.
Which one?
The Gordian sword.
Interruption sword.
Yeah.
The bouncy
The
sword?
bouncy sword.
Bouncy sword.
I would just rather run Ultimate Slayer card.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's a card worth having. Is it good in this
100%,
format? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will. If we're $10 each, I will pick up a playset and put them into my spell staple binder, and probably not touch them ever again.
Yeah, or I can trade it to you for a White Forest card.
There was also once a time where this card would have been like $80 to $100.
Yeah.
We just
That
happened
would
to
have
be
been
in a time
insane
when it's
removal.
been incredibly power crept.
Yeah.
How about you, Jay?
My week was great. So, Tuesday I put together a deck that I've been mentally preparing the recipe for, and then sort of whacked together post-ban list because the Fiendsmith Malice wasn't quite hitting the spots I needed it to hit. So instead, I put together the first of what will end up being probably 3 iterations of Horus Orcus Malice.
It wasn't hitting. It wasn't quite making him home correctly. Yeah.
Anyway,
But where the fusions work into this, Jake?
Yeah.
They don't.
What spot do they hit you in?
They hit me in the. They don't get played. The deck performed much
What
better
are you
today.
duelists out there don't get played? That's fine.
The deck performed much better today than it did the first time I played it.
Yeah.
But the theory of the deck is fairly simple, and it only gets better once I'm able to work in the new Malice support, and once Battles of Legend comes out, the new Orcus support.
Then you're playing 60 cards.
And
You can play one copy of Grass.
no, Grass
Sorry, what
doesn't
did you say?
work.
Kennedy try.
Ah, okay. I don't know if I have my team. Anyway.
Yeah, Grass doesn't do
I
what
think-
you'd want it to do. You could pivot to a more grass-friendly build and do some other stuff.
You're telling
but
me that you don't have the ability to send snow?
I do not.
Damn.
I did Fiendsmith combo with the 60 card build, so deck got pretty thin. Someone grasped me.
Ah, ooh.
That might skip.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, so I was running that today because of the lack of the sneak peek event that we're used to. However, the deck performed well enough that I ended up coming away victorious. So got the Ignista mat, which is a nice addition to the many, many mats that I now have. Got the promo of the Archfiend Archfiend Regenesis.
Yes.
You know the other Regenesis cards?
I mean, eventually I'll pick them up.
You
I'm
saw
not
them?
picking them up at pre-release
No,
prices.
Is it?
I've still got them. They listed them for like 45 shipped for the 2.
And still haven't moved.
Nah.
Grim.
I definitely want them.
Well,
I just don't want to
wow.
pay pre-release prices for them.
What have you got to trade me from your pools, Jake?
I don't know. What do you
Organising
want?
trades live on the podcast.
Well, you need Malice spells, don't you? You didn't get enough Malice spells?
Ah, I got that in the end.
Oh, you end up
Yeah,
getting Okay. We'll work it out. Anyway, and then got some packs with my store credit from the win and pulled a QCR of the Live Twin from my stuff, as well as a couple other things. So, yeah, walked away with not too shabby a gain. So, quite happy with how today went.
I went the whole, so I bought a box of every main set of QCRs and didn't get one.
That is
I got one today.
deeply unfortunate. Which one did you get again?
I got the Golden Lord one.
Ah,
Yes.
that'd be a nice looking QCR.
It was actually pretty dark. Like,
Yeah.
you couldn't really see
Ah,
that
that's
much going on.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
But at least you'll be able to move it. There's those sick
I already
fucks out
sold
there.
it. I sold immediately.
And then, yeah, I've been doing some Master Duel stuff. The
Oh,
computer's
really?
still holding up at the moment, which is good. But yeah, this will need to be the tax time where the Lenovo Yoga goes into the bin and something else is bought instead.
Maybe your issue is that you bought a Windows-powered laptop.
I mean, yeah, but I bought
Those
it.
get power creep worse than Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, but I bought it like back when I only needed it for work, when Master Duel wasn't even a thought, when an online client for Yu-Gi-Oh was unthought of.
You're telling me you didn't buy it to play Dueling with Friends?
No, I didn't buy it to play Dueling with Friends. I bought it because I needed a computer for work.
You're telling me you also didn't buy it for Remote Duel?
No, God no. I still don't have a proper remote dual setup. If we went back to the dark times, I would need to borrow another webcam.
I actually ended up with like a really nice setup for Remote Duels.
And how's it looking?
It's still sitting there. It just doesn't get used. The
Yep.
issue that I kind of ran into was that, like, whilst I put in a lot of effort to make sure my area was displayed well and could be played, my opponents would give zero fuck. So I'd just
Oh,
be
yeah.
like, oh, I can barely see your fucking board.
Oh, God, I remember when I was doing it against I think it was like my first round opponent. He went through the trouble of having both a face cam and a field cam. However, one of the cams, I think the field cam died, so he had to pivot the face cam down to the field, and then it was like a weather radar in that it only update every like 1.5 seconds. So he'd be like speaking through his plays, but like I wouldn't see what was happening. So I'm like, just slow the fuck down. Okay, so you're going to try and pop the baby. Okay, because it was Dino. Oh, God.
What was spammed in the chat? Chairs?
Chairs in the chat.
Chairs in the
Chairs
chat.
in the chat. At 4 hours. One day we'll do a retrospective of Remote Duels.
It's been 5 years nearly.
Yeah.
But we move on to some news. We start with Master Duel because Remote Duel is no longer a thing. So we had a couple of different things. We've got the new
Talk
dual
us through
pass.
this. I have not opened this app since our new Minecraft X.
Yep, so the new dual pass has dropped. I think it's 800 or 700 gems. The assets are this Leica Diabelle's icon.
Oh, that seems cool.
You get a blue and purple icon
Blue and
surround.
purple
Oh, you-
icon surround.
You could have told us we already had that, and I would have believed you.
There's definitely blue. I don't know if we have purple on its own, but there we are. If you like both of them together and you couldn't choose.
Purple on its own.
No, I couldn't tell anyway.
Do you reckon it goes red when you're dying?
No. Anyway,
Serene waters
the
and-
stillness of water and delights of darkness. The
That's
serene
you
water.
could have just told me it was Cyberse related, and I would have been like, okay.
that's kind of what I assumed.
The
Is like
crawling
this
shadows?
bit is Link, this bit is Fusion. Sure, but instead we're like doing fucking
What's the word before shadows?
Beguiling.
What the fuck's that?
beguiling,
Beguiling.
Beguiling. It's like dueling, except it's beguiling.
beguiling.
Yeah.
Such a
Wheeling.
What does it mean?
Beguiling.
Oh my god! I'm gonna learn a word from Master.
At level 50, we have the Goblin Biker's background. Don't know what card that is.
Gone
though.
bonkers.
It's gone wild.
Oh, it's not
Charming
gone wild. It's
orange.
gone bonkers. No, gone wild.
It's kind of a cool artwork, but again, just backgrounds. I don't change them.
I'll be honest. I didn't realize you have to change them. I thought they just cycled.
No, we've been through this before. The ones at the start screen,
Yep.
they change. The ones in your menu where you like click the shop
Okay.
and the solo mode and all that stuff, that one is
Should still be
static and you
flavoured?
have to change through that.
Okay.
I think I got Dingisu from one of the solo modes and it hasn't changed since.
One was at Kagari for ages.
Mine's whatever it originally was.
Which I think was Blue Eyes?
Maybe the original one was for it to always change. And
Doubtful?
that's why I think it's always changing.
Oh, you might be right.
Quiet on the set.
You do what you
And then
like.
at level 75, we have a
Oh,
King
God.
Sarcophagus mate.
Oh, where's the? Sure, I guess. Yeah, King. Am I mixing King Sark? No, King Sark does not have the room for Millennium items on the artwork.
No.
It's just a straight up sarcophagus.
Yes, not connected lore-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, otherwise it would have Millennium
It's from the
Eyes
other
somewhere.
Egypt in the universe.
Yeah, surprisingly robotic looking arms.
Yeah. I. And no
Bless you.
Millennium Eyes on that. Those their hands, I swear, would have had Millennium Eyes at one point.
Sorry
You would
for
think so.
sneezing on a
And
Russian
then
joke.
just removed them.
They're redacted. And then obviously a bunch of the coins
Redacted?
and stuff that you usually get for that. But also a couple updates in terms of the dual triangle. We get more things to play for in terms of gems and stuff.
Tons of gems and stuff.
Yeah. We've got a Sky Striker sleeve to celebrate some
Oh.
news that we'll bring up in a minute.
Yeah, we will.
We're bringing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a minute. Then we have some new cards for Duelist Advance. So we get a Link 3. This one is called Zilgolgon. Link 3, 2 plus
Xylothian.
effects. So you,
Zalothian? Gorgon?
close enough.
Zalothian Gorgon.
So you cannot summon or set monsters to a card the zone this card points to. Monsters this card points to cannot attack and their effects are negated. It gains attack equal to the original attack the monsters it points to and cannot be destroyed by battle or monster effects while it points to no monsters.
To be perfectly fair, in the entire time you were speaking there, I couldn't come up with a word to make fun of the Greeks. So
As you do.
here we are. I was trying to link this into making fun of the Greeks because it's a Greek monster. So
Is it?
yeah, it's Greek. I'm sorry. Off shot. So if they ever release the extended art, you'll see all of their cousins hanging around.
Why?
Also, Zilothian is Greek. It says it at the bottom. It's Greek.
Greek for jealousy or envy? Sure. Yeah, so this card's getting a little bit of hype because it's meant to be a target for like IP or Unchained Soul of Rage. I don't think it's good enough for that.
Yeah. Like you can spin and then negate something, which is cute.
Yeah, I just don't see this as being better than SP.
So it's the interesting thing is that it specifically says that activated effects are negated.
Yes.
So the effect is already activated. You can chain the IP, go into the Link 3, and if it points, it negates it.
Yeah, you can do cute shit like that.
It also
but,
can't negate Link monsters getting put into the EMZ.
No.
So,
Unless you're able to summon it in front of your opponents.
like, if this is the kind of card that if it ever becomes prevalent, is easy to play around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you just summon your synchro you need to resolve in the EMZ.
It can't negate Jinzo, so I don't care.
Oh. That's... okay.
What?
You could, not that you would, but you could do some stupid combo and use a bow to bring it out and then point to your opponent's EMZ.
Okay. I thought you were going to imply the fact that you could summon into both of its things in
No, I'm not
V-Link.
fucking stupid.
But you can't V-Link because you can't summon to the zone.
Yes. I know how card works.
No V-Link.
Yeah. I don't know if it's that good, but it'll may see play. We'll see. Next, we've got Trapaholic.
Oh, yeah.
So target a spell, trap you control, destroy, then set one normal trap from your deck except itself. It can be activated this turn while you have 3 or more traps in your graveyard.
It's fine.
It's cute.
You
I don't
can
mind it.
burn a useless field spell, pop it.
Yeah, or even like if someone has targeted negation, like Drill Beam or something, you can pop the card they're targeting to dodge the negation to then set something else.
That's big brain.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just a thing you could do.
You're right, I don't read Drill Beam. Like, whatever my opponent tells me it does it.
The
Drill
list,
Beam's one of the simplest cards in this game.
the list of cards you refuse to read is just growing exponentially longer.
So-
I was shocked that you were paying attention to any of the Mementolian things that were happening on your...
Well, clearly I wasn't. Because we got to the end and I was like...
Oh yeah, you impermed like some random monster and then you're like, oh, I thought that was that.
Yeah, I
In
started
fairness, they are the
interacting
same monster
one
lore-wise.
monster, thinking that was the card where the interaction was. Turns out it wasn't. I was like, well, fuck me then, eh? Like, my hand was a brick, so I wasn't super stressed about this, but I was like,
Yeah, your hand was awful.
If you played Drill Beam, it might have actually made a difference.
yeah.
But yeah, another trap card. I mean,
Yeah. It's fine, I guess.
yeah.
Trap trick exists, so why should this?
Now, I think we brought this up in the cards that definitely weren't leaks, but they were announced early. The first of the Dragon Lords. So 3 normal monsters, you can only control 1, cannot be destroyed by battle, and is unaffected by other monsters' effects. Once while face up on the field, when a spell or trap is activated, you can destroy all spells and traps on the field.
This should have been the original first of Dragon Lords.
Yeah, it would have been good. I mean, it's nice that this is a thing you could make with the Primite fusion.
Yeah.
Because the Primite fusion itself is not that good.
Yeah, this is just kind of cool.
Ben has a question.
So, we all know, like, cards require materials, yeah?
Yes.
What do I do to send materials?
What's he
This requires 3
yes.
materials.
typoed on the website we use to source this information?
Also, it's materials.
Materials?
Materials.
Raggy.
Anyway, it's probably one of the least egregious issues that they've ever had.
I insist this is just water.
That's the thing that's always tripped me out with that. I always assumed it was an energy drink
That's
of
water.
some sort, but it's literally just flavored water.
Yeah.
They've just gone like super hard on the marketing to make it seem extreme.
Yeah, mango flavored water.
Same.
What's the exact
Better
flavor?
for the environment. Oh, it's mango chainsaw.
Yeah, because that's exactly what I want. Tropical fruit and a weapon.
It's recyclable.
Yeah. Where do you
Aren't
think mangoes
all-
come from?
Aren't all
Oh my
cans?
god, yes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's better than plastic bottles. Plastic bottles are recyclable, but not as easy. Cans, though, you can make wheelchairs out of this shit.
And then I think we get the last... Oh no, we've got some Regenesis cards.
More.
Yeah.
This is going to drive up the price of the spell. Read it, Jake.
So the normal spell is removal. That's not very good because it's not quick play.
That's
if it's
great.
in the graveyard, you can special summon a monster with 2,500 attack or defense.
It's going to make Regenesis tier
from your
0.
hand, but not the turn it was sent there. And
I love the biblical scholars that have been doing the translations for this, by the way. Thank you.
What was the
another
mistake
name-
this time?
No, just like
Nortec is another name for the Torah.
Ah.
Means 5 scrolls in Greek. Regenesis is Greek too.
Oh.
That's insane.
I'm joking. Regenesis commandments. Apply the effects to all cards in your opponent controls in the same column as Regenesis. Face up negates their effects. Face down monsters change their battle positions. Face down spells or traps cannot be activated until the end of the next turn.
What are the 10 commandments, though?
It says for us to look it up.
Okay.
It says we could look them up on Twitter, but that scares me.
Thou shalt not imperm.
Is that one of the 10 Yu-Gi-Oh commandments?
Thou shalt not imperm.
Yeah, what would be? I mean, obviously you get to keep, don't steal. Lust is a pretty interesting one. Fakes, that's around.
I mean, so many Yu-Gi-Oh players lust after the women cards.
Isn't a commandment, isn't it?
No, it's the sin.
Yeah. Anywho, and now the last bits and pieces. I think quite a few of these were...
The ham's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, ham's great.
Star
oh my
ham.
God.
Star ham.
Ham. Waiting
Look
in the
at him.
sky.
If it was a tuner,
Mokka.
it'd be great.
Mokka's Mimigul support.
Target face down special summon this card from your hand if you do... Oh, it is too. I mean, you don't really want to flip them.
It's also not a level 1.
Oh, it's on the field. You can trigger your opponents early. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wind Aqua?
Yeah, I wonder if we've ever had that before. I mean, actually, that fish probably is... No, it'd be fish.
Duffy.
That's such a weird typing.
Yeah, how's wind... I get the aqua bit. How does wind relate to Mokka? You think
No.
dark.
No idea.
Anyway.
Ham's great, though.
Yeah.
Discard 1 card, special summon a monster from your graveyard, and if you do, it's treat as a tuner.
God, he really has been...
It's yummy support.
Yeah,
It is in fact yummy support.
Woo! It's
or-
actually...
He's right past the
Or-
Mimiguls and yummy as God.
Yeah,
He's
new
a
level
good dog.
1s. We can make
Or-
Mimigal yummy, by the way.
The other thing this is support for the Ancient Fairy Dragon deck, which is another thing that I'm keen to build.
Oh yeah, I didn't get one off his.
Oh, I've got one in my
Yeah,
box.
I
It's
should
fine.
have plenty. But yeah, this kind of being a light beast version of Mecha... No, what's it called?
Do you reckon the
The
will be
accordion?
in caps for us?
The
Sorry.
accordion thingy?
Marshall
level
and
3?
Marcher.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
A light beast version of Metal Marcher is quite good.
It also doesn't lock you because the card that summons Marshall and Marcher summons back becomes a tuner.
And
And
he's
it's
also
a tuner, so
Yeah.
you have to have another card to keep playing.
Well, these are the legs too. I remember this card.
So when this card is activated, discard a card, and if you do, set a continuous trap from your deck or graveyard with an effect that special summons itself as a monster, except the discarded card. That seems not terrible.
The fact it's another continuous spell card. Like, how much room do I have on my board? So between Temple of the Kings and this, you only get 3 other trap cards. So that's 2 negates. Like, no pops.
That'll be the OCG support. You'll get another row of back row.
Yeah, Orichalcos, please.
Wasn't that Odeon's thing as well? Couldn't he, when he played Temple of the Kings, play another row of back row? Or did it not get that far?
No, that's a
Endless-
different one, isn't it?
Endless trap nightmare.
It's a token one, isn't it?
If a card or card's
Like,
control is
I can
destroyed by
summon
battle,
10
card
tokens,
effect.
aha.
Yeah,
I mean, the recursion
it's
effect's
fair
not
enough.
bad.
Like, sure, it's a card that could exist. and should exist.
Shipment error, I think, your opponent, you basically change a search effect for your opponent and they give you a card from their deck and you have to keep it revealed or some shit.
It's going to be different sleeves anyway. Like,
Does Spirit Hunter make spirit monsters good?
I highly doubt it. Place a monster from your deck in your spell and trap zone. It's not a good start for spirits. Your opponent can special summon 1 monster with less attack than their life points from your spell and trap zone to the field. Then they pay life points equal to its attack. Something, blah, blah, blah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that really has nothing to do with
Oh,
the...
so it's is that not the cat from Crystal?
Yeah,
Beast?
yeah, it's a
that's-
Crystal Beast cat.
Yeah, I can't remember which
It's-
Crystal Beast it is. Is
Crystal Lion cat.
I can't remember what that Crystal Beast was called.
Do you notice that?
It's not Topaz Tiger. What's the other one?
I just called it Amethyst cat.
Oh, it's that
Oh,
one.
yeah, no, it is that one.
It doesn't have a naming theme like the other ones.
Yeah, no.
Topaz Tiger.
Next,
Double T.
we have the Sky Striker Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles Episode 1 having dropped through the week.
4 minutes long.
Yeah, it's not as long as I thought it would be.
I'm not sure if we're getting more Sky Striker ones, or...
Yeah,
I mean, I hope so. There's a whole lot more they can really explore. That storyline kind of sucked ass.
But she said engage.
Yeah, which we had already seen her say in the preview, which wasn't from this.
Engage.
yeah, it was a really weird section that they chose to broadcast.
Yeah, so this is. I mean, and also I thought
It's
she
also-
engaged when heading out to this scene, so she engages twice.
But yeah,
Anyway,
Brotherhood sucks.
where's Shizuku?
Hey. But yeah, in this
You
as
like
well.
Full Metal Alchemist?
I like the original.
Huh. It always struck me as the kind of person that wouldn't have enough time for Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, well, this was many years ago now.
The shit one too.
Fuck you, you dumb fuck.
Original.
Nah,
I don't care what you say, Harry.
Dante's a bitch. Anyway,
Yeah, exactly.
in this, there is also a promo code that you can get and put into Master Duel for I think it's a Ray icon. So if you wish to broadcast to people that you are a pedophile, that is available to you.
But surely the people that already want to have the Ray icon would already have the Ray icon.
If it's a different Ray icon.
sure, okay.
It's the Sky Striker thing. They keep bringing them out, so you got to keep getting stuff.
Engage.
Speaking of lore, we
I honestly
had...
thought we would spend more time on that than the actual episode went. We'd be close.
Well, we're getting
was
close
close.
there.
So we have confirmation of what's going to be happening in the OCG stories. The key to the story is Endymion's Child, is the little excerpt
Is
we
that
got.
Blue Boy?
Maybe.
Damien's child, Blue Boy.
We don't know yet.
Oh, so it actually full ties back to it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
100%.
So the story is set in the world 100 years after the Great Seal was cast on the doors to Theologia.
Well, you got to tell me what that is.
Theologia is the new archetype.
Huh.
Oh, no, it isn't. Sorry.
But when's
The-
Blue Boy get spawned?
Theologia, Theologia, I think is the city that they're in
Yeah.
before it goes fucking, like,
Oh, okay.
Keep
Sure.
separatist. But we'll find out as of May 21 in the next issue of V-Jump.
Al's real. Find out next time.
Does Secrets search Blue Boy? Maybe.
I think it
It
does.
does.
Yeah.
We'll find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I was meant to put this earlier. We have an alternate artwork of Gagaga Girl being given out.
Buy it out, Lachlan.
So this is coming out in Duelist Advance because there was support in there.
Oh,
Dwad.
They have assist packs for main sets now?
Plus one. Assist pack.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure. This exists.
yeah, it is a thing. And then lastly, we had a bit of a
Hey.
scare through the week because we had an announcement of Justice Hunters and then it was brought back for reasons we didn't understand.
I couldn't tell the difference.
God,
Yeah, so there's one difference.
that's
What?
fine.
It is the name of this archetype. It is now Draco
Draco
Tales
Tales.
instead of
Oh.
Dragon Tales. I wonder why that could be.
Why could that be? Am I missing something?
The other whole thing
Franchise.
that is called Dragon Tail, that is not this
But there's a
archetype.
space in that Dragon Tail, isn't there?
Possibly.
And this doesn't. It's,
They-
it's always one word.
They-
Always was meant to be one word.
But either they've had an issue with it and told them not to use it and they forgore when they made this announcement, or they made this announcement, but Dragon Tales realised they had a problem and then they had to change it.
Having this the same week as I can't even remember his name, Funkadactyl, would have been pretty funny though.
Oh, Rave Dactyl.
For a second, I was like, yeah, Funkadactyl's right. I started giggling because
No, different eras,
my brain
eras.
couldn't tell if he was wrong.
Funkadactyl's Rave Dactyl's dead. Dad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oma.
so yeah, we've gotten the announcement and the release date of this archetype set. It is coming out on the 1st of August.
Why big?
So Draco Tales, the Canines,
Yep.
and the Yummies. I love that they've gotten all this description for these two, and for Yummy they just go, yummy. I think they must have emailed Kurt because of his excitement and said, "Can you give us a blurb for Yummy?" And he just
He
goes,
just yells yummy down the phone.
Yummy.
Breakdowns, we've got 10 ultras, which is that less than usual?
No, last one was also 10 ultras.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 10 ultras, 10 10
back to
supers.
collectors, yeah.
These, I think,
4 ultras per box.
yes. Same as last time as well. They're doing the upgrades for the rares. The rares can be supers as well.
Yep.
And then 15 cards also to be available as collector's rares.
I'm probably going to buy a half case of this.
And then additional cards available as Starlights. Starlight Yummy?
Half a case.
Kurt said he'd been like, half a case? Yeah, half a case.
Yeah, he'll buy the other half a case that you don't buy.
Well,
Plus his own case.
Okay.
because Canine will be good to have around as an engine for random stuff over time.
I'm going to sell the...
And Dragon
Harry's
Tails.
getting Draco Tail off me.
Yeah, and yeah, that's just good. A very good set. Not illegal for Worlds, so OCG is going to have to learn an entirely different format for Worlds.
Not illegal or illegal? Well,
Not
first of
legal.
August usually cuts off in July. Yeah. Unless
yeah,
they change
normally
it.
it's whatever set released in July. So like our battles,
Yeah.
which I actually think it'll be the next main set. Will be the cutoff worlds.
Oh, 30th of... Sorry, 30th... Oh... 30th of July for the official tournament store date. Maybe
Oh,
there's a
yeah,
chance.
maybe it'll squeeze in.
Maybe there's a chance.
July has 31 days in it.
Yes, it does.
So-
Interesting.
Why is there a day gap there
Where's the
between the
first-
OTS launch and the launch date?
When's the 1st of August? Is it a Saturday? There's
Kurt's
no-
lost his shit over here. I don't know why.
Because Cronulla was about to go for a field goal.
And it went to black?
And it went...
Ah,
Oh, well, we're going to miss.
the suspense. This is rugby league related.
Anyway, but yeah, very excited to finally know when that's
Yeah, so
coming
the
out.
official tournament release date is on a Wednesday.
Before we proceed to questions, I just want to bring up a quick news story from the world of Magic the Gathering that I find funny as fuck.
Yes.
So you know how they're doing the Spider-Man set?
Yeah.
So they don't have the distribution rights for the Spider-Man set digitally. So they had to,
Oh, yeah,
they've
I've seen
had to
this.
make
Yeah, yeah,
an
yeah.
entire other card pool to release into the online version of their card game.
Oh.
It's all the same effects as the Spider-Man cards, it's just not Spider-Man
Yeah,
cards,
they're just
right?
going to be called something else.
Yeah. That's
So
that's
fucking
pretty funny.
stupid. Like, imagine if they were like, guys, we've got this new Yu-Gi-Oh collaboration coming, this whole new set.
What,
Anyway, you can't play it in Master Duel.
what lawyer signs away the exclusive card rights of a digital card game?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is ridiculous. It's
So,
making me angry.
we move on to questions. If you weren't aware, we do have a Discord, link is in the description below. Feel free to jump in, say hi, and ask us questions. Our first question this week comes to us from Rye Guy. What is your favourite type of interaction? He's thinking things like negating, popping, returning to hand, sending monsters to the back row, etc.
I'm a sucker for a good bounce.
You do like a good bounce.
Bounce is nice. Nice, clean, extra deck, put it back. You desperately need your normal summon, put it back. You've normal summoned a Salamangreat monster, put it back.
Compulsory evacuation device gamers rise. Yeah, I'm actually very partial to bounce too.
Yeah. It's a nice, clean bounce.
To the top, or Phoenix Windblast, top of deck.
Yeah.
Real dog shit out.
Well, that goes beyond a bounce, I would say. That's more of a spin.
Speed. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-target send is also quite nice.
I was just about to say this.
Yeah.
I fucking love a non-target send because if people have multiple things they can activate, they get into a fucking panic.
You gotta out Chaos Max somehow.
Yeah, true.
Oh, God, I love a non-target send. Next question from Ragai.
We could tell you're running Orcust and bloody Malice. Oh no, does Ding targets?
No, Ding does not
Non-target
target.
send.
Yeah.
But the Horus also send non-target, but it's an attack, so it's somewhat targeted. It just doesn't say the word target. Next question from Ragai. How do you feel about pro players selling deck spreadsheets?
I'm fine with it.
Make your money. The only thing that I would say, like, from a consumer point of view, is be very cautious
Yeah.
in what you're buying.
Also, like, if players never top the YCS, never ever take professional advice from them, probably, is a good idea. That's why you'll never really catch me giving proper professional advice. The exact reason. Unless it's a deck that I know inside and out, and the deck's not, like, tier 1 meta. Anyway,
So sign up for the Dragon Maid spreadsheet coming out at some point.
well, maybe. One day. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I like by all means make your money, but at the same time, like Ben said, if they've not got the results behind them, don't give them anything. Also, I'm assuming there's no proprietary thing on that, so just have one person buy it and then just spread it around. That is not legal advice.
This is just like when that one person gets the D&D book and then photocopies it for the world.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that? No. Next question from 666. When getting on shoes, do you sock shoe shoe or do you sock shoe?
People are going to think this is fucking outrageous because I'm fairly sure this is the psychopath way. I go sock shoe. My logic is, if you go sock shoe, then you have to probably at least put 1 foot onto the ground, and then you might get some shit from the ground onto your sock, and then that gets in your shoe.
Mm-hmm. I've heard this argument before.
Like,
I
I don't want shit in my shoes. I take good care of my shoes, and I don't want shit getting in my shoes. You know how hard it is to get shit out of your shoes?
It couldn't be that hard.
Well, you send expensive shoes to get shit out of them to a place in Melbourne, and then they keep them. So it is pretty hard.
I get your perspective. I've entertained it, but also if that's a problem, you've got other problems.
Well, if you're out and about, say, case in point, at basketball.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have debris inside of my shoe.
Yeah. Like, yeah, if you were sock shoeing in basketball, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
If you were... Look, it's fair anyway. I'm not here to police you. But, like, if that's your logic for doing it at home, like, come on. I vacuumed. Trust.
No, I'm very much a sock shoe person on the basis that I don't want to be in a position where one leg is fully dressed and the other is not.
Well, the normal way apparently is to sock shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I put on my socks in my room and then I go to the doorway and put on my shoes. So my feet are tied here.
But how do you get to the
I normally shoe up in the bed.
Clumsily.
Next question is from Ragai. What's your most unpopular Yu-Gi-Oh opinion?
No, that's not unpopular.
Oh, God, I don't know.
What if I don't think my opinions are unpopular?
Damn it, I should have pre-read
Why don't you-
Should have pre-read.
Run one by us and just see how possibly unpopular it would be.
Well, the one that is immediately in my head definitely heavily insinuates that people are pedophiles, so I'm just going to leave that
I mean,
one.
we're towards the end of the podcast. It should be okay.
I've
I've already called out pedophiles once.
It was a censored moment from a previous podcast,
Oh, there's been many.
like 5 years ago podcast.
Okay.
If you go back into the deep Cowboy for Game lore,
From your era?
yeah.
Oh.
This is like early my
God,
era.
the things I used to cut out. Logan,
Post-COVID.
like, owes me so much.
Yeah. He'd lose his
Anyway,
job.
and one that won't potentially get us in trouble.
You guys go first. I got to think of other ones now because I'm fixating on the...
I've got nothing.
When's should have been errata to ifs ages ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but that's popular.
No, some people don't think that way.
Sure. This is wrong, though.
Professor Frog would be able to resolve.
Exactly.
Also, that would make Dragon Maid so much better.
Is there a format that I like that no one else liked?
Oh yeah, that's one. I love Tier Element format and would like that to be eventually part of the Time Wizard rotation.
So this, we've done this.
That's an unpopular opinion.
Part of the Time Wizard rotation.
But I would also consider that is probably
yes.
a popular opinion amongst
Yeah.
some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of the basis of popularity / unpopularity is the majority tends to be how it's viewed. So I would say a majority of people find that to be an unpopular opinion because a majority of people are weak.
Okay.
All of my opinions are correct and loved. This is why this is so hard. Oh, Dewey, you maniac.
Maxi should never come back.
Popular opinion.
Well, I mean, we've never got the Charmies, no way. No,
I just
not
think that a lot of my opinions are popular because I'm always right.
You keep saying this and you have yet to prove it.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I'm only going to say popular opinions.
Anyway, seeing as
We'll
though
come, come back to this.
yeah, we
well,
might revisit this next week.
This is a question that we
Also,
can make
put
a
this-
whole
yeah,
podcast on.
Put this in the comments as well. Unpopular opinions. We'll
make a whole
We're
segment.
going to mine this.
6R6 asks, do you tuck your doona into the foot end of
No.
your bed or leave it
No.
hanging over the edge?
No. Hang.
I used to tuck the sheets, and I realised I couldn't pause
that's
there.
yeah.
This was like a habit from back in the day because I used to have like the bed end as well.
Yep.
So it would sit weird. But now that the bed is an adult bed, I do it.
It is specifically the first thing that I do when I walk in a hotel room normally. Untuck the end
I
of the bed.
forget to do that, and then I get like trapped in the sheets.
Yeah, I get really uncomfortable if my feet aren't free to move.
No sheets can hold me.
And then this actually is a current thing with because Jasmine likes to tuck, and it's like the first thing I do when I get home. I'm like,
Oh, you're like, hello, how's your day?
out we come.
Now, that's when the second doona comes out and goes, this is yours.
You're just sandwiched in between two doonas so that you can have the top one. Is that what you're saying?
No, just two doona. Oh, also, like, I'm no sheets. It's just, well, obviously top sheet.
Yeah, I have no sheet on my bed.
It's all doona, all
Oh,
top.
yeah, no. Yeah, no,
So
I'm
we're
just
talking
doona.
about
I will double blanket before I tuck before I have a sheet.
Yeah. Two doona light.
Yeah, no, sheets annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah. Typically in the
Yeah.
winter I'll have an under blanket and then the doona. But the under blanket is a proper blanket. It's not like
Yeah, no, whenever I have sheets, they end up getting kicked down to the very end of the bed.
yeah, fair.
And last questions are from Falcon Waffles.
He's asked a question before. Welcome back.
Yes. What do you think of the quarter century celebration as a whole from Konami? Do you think some of the cards were wasted as QCR? And what do you think got robbed of a QCR?
Oh, there's a lot of cards that I think got robbed of a QCR. Something that I don't think got specifically robbed of a QCR. Oh, wait, no, did it get a QCR? Maybe I'm questioning myself now. Did all the Charmers get QCRs? Or was it just a couple?
All the Charmers did.
Yeah, no,
All the Charmers.
they went back and fixed
Okay.
them. They didn't all get Starlights, but they all got QCRs.
They'll get Starlights now.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, what type is Duelist Advance based around? Have we figured it out yet? Have we done the math? Is it wind?
Year of Wind?
Curses crystals. I should have just known else.
They're supposed to be low rarity, though. They're supposed to be low rarity.
Where's my
They-
Scrap Dragon
they're-
QCR?
Yeah.
Bonanza specifically, or Stampede specifically, had a bunch of shit QCRs.
Yeah.
Like, really shit QCRs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
I feel
no
like
reason.
I feel like Rarity Collection suffered from the same success that the Battles of Legend did, in that it started really well, and they just
Like-
could never follow up the act well enough.
Not a single Kashtira card got a QCR.
Nope.
Most,
That's a missed opportunity.
like most Bistials didn't get QCRs.
No, they didn't.
Just the Lebellion.
Lebellion.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Like
it.
they all deserved QCRs. These all could have been in Bonanza over Piper Girl,
Oh, yeah.
Mystic Piper, or Esper Girl.
Esper Girl. Yeah, 100%.
Those cards did not need to be printed, especially in the
those
current
should-
pool.
Yeah, that
not
100% should
nostalgia
just
pool.
been like the final, hey, here's drills before we limit the
Yeah.
bastard.
Also, like Secret Password, I'm okay with them reprinting Secret Password.
Yes.
However, they only gave it the low rarity prints because its high rarity was Magia. So they split them. So Magia had no low rarities, and then on the sheet, it was replaced by a Secret Password.
Yeah, that doesn't make a great deal of sense, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like they did so well with the first Rarity Collection, and they just never seemed to catch on to what would be successful in the others. And there's still heaps of cards from the Time Wizard formats that people would have needed reprinted, and they were just ignored.
The sets got so full of bloat that it seemed like they were intentionally putting in bloat.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't seem like they were like, here are the 80 best cards we can do. Done. They were like, here's the best 40 cards we can do. Here's 20 alright ones. And 20 just fucking, they're just here. Put up with it.
Yeah. You should have been able to buy a box from each of those sets, maybe 2 boxes, and have every staple of the last 20 years.
Yeah.
But,
25 years, sorry.
yeah, not how it panned out. And then last bit from Mr. Waffles is, what do you think of Bethesda dropping Oblivion Remaster the day of its announcement? He prefers companies having shorter periods followed by the game releasing rather than other games such as GTA and Elder Scrolls 6.
Like, I quite like the fact that they released it day and date. Like, I'm not gonna play it like now. Like, one day I might have the time, but it's one of those games that I've marked off that I just don't have the time to do. Really appreciate the same day release though. Like, as long as it's not like typical games of that ilk and is filled with bugs and broken, I'm okay with this. At the same time, to go on to your Elder Scrolls 6 discussion, this does mean that they've been working on Elder Scrolls 6. Working on this instead of Elder Scrolls 6, so congratulations. I feel like that game also got announced like fucking 10 years ago.
Yep.
Like, was it a launch announcement for Xbox One? Like,
that would be quite funny.
it was potentially for the Series consoles. It was a launch title, and the Series consoles and PS5 are 5 years old now. Yeah,
Yeah,
they were 2020.
towards the end of.
Yeah,
I mean, none of this is news for the Kingdom Hearts fans out there. This is all
yeah,
retreaded
that's the
water.
director of Kingdom Hearts' fault. That's not Kingdom Hearts' fault.
Yeah, well, it's still a person's fault.
Yeah, that one dude's like perfection only. It's like, this is what you consider perfection?
Ooh, shiny engine. New. Start again.
Yeah. Start over.
Also, Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't that bad. I feel like it gets more hate than it should.
Oh, I don't have a problem with Kingdom Hearts 3. I have a problem with Kingdom Hearts 2.2 Reloaded.
Oh, yeah, like the 17 versions they
I
did
thought
for
you were going
film.
to say the franchise as a whole.
I have a real problem with Blackface Mickey. He's in one of the Kingdom Hearts games.
That concludes for today. Thank you all very much for listening and watching. If you are watching along, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're listening, feel free to favorite. Jump into our Discord, ask us some questions, and we'll catch you all next week. Peace.
Kingdom Hearts is racist.